What's up, faggots? You can't say that word. Go right there. Go fuck yourself. Oh, that fucking idiot. Who would say the word faggot? 2016? Oh, shut up. Shut up. A word doesn't make you anything, you dumbass motherfucker. Fucking people these days. You say some word and all of a sudden you're something because you said a word. No, it's a word. It's funny. It's comical. Fucking idiots. Anyway, that's for a different channel. What is up? Where has Sasquatch been, and why isn't Sasquatch at 225? Well, let's go ahead and go through this. For the past, I don't know, 4 years, I've been taking care of my dad, who had now terminal disease, because he died. So terminal disease, that we've been trying to find a solution for, like 3-4 years. So, surgery after surgery, hospital after hospital. I mean, dude, seriously, man, I've been to the fucking hospital probably, well over 100 times in the past, couple of years. I've probably been to the hospital 100 times just this year because it got really bad, this year. But 100, 200 times. I mean, just constant hospital back. They admit him, finally release him, and he needs care 24 hours a day. So guess who that was? This guy right here. No. So, was what it was. So, within that, we was able to we got a lot done. We went through, we lost a lot of weight, gained muscle, whatever I did. I got a lot of stuff done there. But, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that, we went on kind of like a bulk, and we were trying out a new supplement. At that time, it was pretty, if you watch those videos, you know that I gained something like 40 pounds in 2 weeks. Plus, I put 40, 50 pounds on a lot of my lifts. Even overhead press was 40 or 50 pounds in just a month. And that was because at that time, my dad was actually at Mayo Hospital. So I didn't have all of that responsibility to deal with. But, he gets back from Mayo, and literally the next day of getting back from Mayo, and I think this was in, I don't remember, early November or so. First day getting back from Mayo, them finally saying, well, we're going to do this surgery. He almost dies on the table for one thing. Colon burst. They fucking he's got a G-tube on one side, got an ostomy on the other side. Down there for well over a month. Gets back, and literally the next day had to take him back to the hospital, which is 45 minutes away. And I cannot tell you, man, how many times I've been woken up in the middle of the night. I gotta go to the hospital. I mean, I cannot tell you, over the past several years, if you've watched any of my videos, I've talked about having an intense load of stress. Well, that was a huge part of it. Huge. I mean, a huge load of stress. Taking care of somebody 24 hours a day is not easy, especially whenever you have to live, and do everything else. But I can do everything I need to do literally in this room. I can make as much music and different kind of videos, unless I have to shoot something outside. That's really the only reason I would need to go outside to, if I can't shoot something in here. But I can do pretty much everything here. So that was okay. So yeah. But it sucks, not just for me either, obviously for him too, because, he died. So, but it was something, man, because fuck, it was, every fucking day was something new, some other problem. And, I've talked about before, man, you have to rest. You have to de-stress if you want to gain muscle, if you want to lose weight, you want to do any of that stuff. It's almost impossible to do that under extreme stress 24 hours a day, all the time, you know, and that's how it's been for me for at least 3 straight years. It's just constant stress, and then building that stress upon doing more and more workouts, you know, like I was doing for a while, 3 hours a day, which guess what? We're going to go back to that. You know, but anyway, the 24-hour daycare, back and forth to the hospital. And, you know, at the end of this year, they eventually gave up on him. They just said, okay, well, we can't figure it out. So, what are you going to do? They said, well, you can basically they said you can go home and die. That's what they said. And, I mean, that's eventually what he did, I guess. Right. But, you know, they said, oh, yeah, this was January. They said, you know, he probably won't even make it into February. Right. But we, through 24-hour daycare, and I'm not saying it was easy, and I'm not saying anybody should choose the hospice route. I think most people, if you don't have somebody to give you 24-hour care, most people are going to be better in a facility. You know, I understand you can have some disease. You probably want to be home, but the burden that you not only put on yourself, but everyone around you, if you don't have somebody who can be around you literally 24 hours a day. I'm not talking about you have someone who goes out to work 8 hours a day and then they come back. Trust me, man. You have to have somebody there 24 hours a day. I mean, I had to fucking empty ostomy bags, had to fucking shoot fucking morphine down his throat, fentanyl, Ativan, all kinds of fucking shit, man. Constant medicine, man, for months on end. You know, you have to do everything. You have to literally do everything for someone. And it's really only in that time do you really realize how much upkeep like a person is and how much upkeep you are. Because not only do you have to take care of yourself, you have to take care of everything for another human being. And you don't get a day off. You don't get a minute off. You don't get a goddamn thing off. Oh, it's too hard for you? Guess what? Too fucking bad. You're going to have to do it anyway. Suck it up, faggot. There's that word you can't say again. Oh my God. He must hate gay people. He said faggot. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Anyway, you know, empty fucking ostomies, man. And, you know, he had a G-tube, but fucking G-tube fell out twice, that was another night. I got woken up in the middle of the night to rush him to the hospital, which usually they don't do that if you're on hospice, but this was like a total emergency. G-tube fell out. So basically G-tube falls out and your stomach contents just start shooting out of your stomach. Okay. That's what happened. And then we put another one in after we got him back from the hospital. And you know, not a couple months, but a couple weeks later, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month. I don't know. What's it matter at this point, right? It fell out again. So again, it's just shit coming out. There's no cap. You can't stop it. It's just shit comes out. So you have to try to pack it. You have to put a bag over it, like an ostomy bag or something over it. So you would have to empty that bag. So I would be emptying stomach contents, fucking stuff that would go through out of the ostomy. I'd empty that content. Again, the medicine, food, drinks, absolutely everything. Oh, you gotta go pee? Well, that's not up to you because you can't even really move on your own. That's up to me. You know what I mean? When I say everything, guys, I fucking mean everything. So that's when he went on hospice in January. You know, during that time, I was trying to lose more weight and go on keto. And I'm like, you know, I've said before, there's no excuses. I'll make one caveat. There is one excuse if you can't work out the way you want to. And that's because someone is dying. Okay. Now, if you're dying, I don't give you an excuse. If you're dying, you really don't have an excuse not to work out because what's it matter to you? Right. But if you have to take care of somebody else 24 hours a day, and I'm not talking about this fucking bullshit. Oh, I have to go to work for 8 hours. Oh, boo fuckity hoo. Look at me. I don't have time to work out because I'm a pussy. Fuck you. You fucking pussy. Jesus fucking Christ, man. So many goddamn people run their fucking mouth all the goddamn time. Talk about how, oh, I'm going to work out. I just can't right now, you know, because I have to go to work. Well, join the club, faggot. I mean, come on, shut the fuck up and just fucking do it. Unless you're fucking spending a literal 24 fucking hours a day taking care of someone else. Guess what, bitch? Shut the fuck up and work out. Shut the fuck up and do it. Shut the fuck up and do it. You got no fucking excuse. Shut the fuck up and do it. Jesus Christ. Fucking shit, man. Anyway, that just pisses me off. If motherfuckers is like, I have to watch 17 hours of TV a day. I don't have time to work out. Oh, I'm slightly warm. These people are. I'm slightly warm and sweaty. Oh, it's warm outside. I can't do anything. Oh, shut the fuck up. You don't know the fucking meaning of something that's hard or difficult in your life, you fucking piece of shit, you little pussy ass bitch. So shut the fuck up. All right? Jesus Christ. Anyway, after that fucking rant, the whole point was, I was trying to do keto and I pretty much stayed low carb, although I just relaxed it because, he wanted, I sort of got him into pizza, right? And he wanted to try pizza all the fucking time, but he never wanted to eat it alone. So I'm like, what the, come on, this isn't going to last forever. And it didn't, they said he would probably die by February. We got him through January, February, March, and halfway through April. So there you go. And he died, right there again. Another thing in the middle of the night that you don't want to do. It's like, oh shit, you're going to die right now, aren't you? So then you're there, you're holding him, hey, I'm here, and then you have to watch him, literally, man. Hand on his heart, you could fucking just feel the liquid filling his lungs, surrounding his heart. Every beat was just almost impossible. Every breath was literally like this. Literally, he could tell something was wrong, but he couldn't talk. He was just really agitated, thrashing around. I had to pick him up because he was all curled up and shit in the ball, trying to get on the side so he could breathe. He had heart failure. He had heart failure on top of everything else he had. So he wasn't getting nutrition because he was throwing everything out of the ostomy or the fucking G-tube, and nobody could figure out why. I'm not even covering all the fucking 3 years before that of where he would swell the fuck up, right? No matter what the fuck he ate, it would just swell the fuck up like a pregnant woman, 9 months pregnant, and it would just hurt him, and that's when I take him to the fucking hospital. Anyway, long story short, on hospice basically means, they don't try to fix anything. So they didn't try to fix anything for all those months. So we were just taking care of him, making sure he's pain free, shoving medicine down his throat every time he wanted it or needed it. So that's all you could do. You sit there and watch him die like a fish out of water, right? You're just watching him like literally, bro, struggling for every breath. And all you can do is force more morphine down his throat so he doesn't feel pain as he's dying. And he's breathing. The morphine finally kicks in. The Ativan finally kicks in so he's not thrashing around like crazy, which, the nurse said to give him. That's the thing about hospice. You just call the nurse, whatever, and they'll tell you what to do. You sit there breathing, shallower, and then just none. And that's it. That's it. And that is it. That's the culmination of all your hard work for 3 fucking years to try to find a solution, all your stress, all your fucking work, and it's pointless now. Well, I don't want to say pointless. You get the hand you're dealt, and he was not dealt a fair hand at all as somebody who was actually a good person, unlike me. This guy didn't do anything, didn't smoke, didn't drink, didn't fuck around, just a fucking good dude. And, to die at 63 when other pieces of shit do all this fucking shit and live to fucking 80, 90, it's just, it pisses me off. A little bit. But anyway, that's not what this is about. The point is, I've had a lot of stress. So I think one of the last videos I did like this was saying, okay, we're going to get back down to 225. Well, we didn't. I literally didn't have time because my workouts were shit. Complete shit. You try to work out when every 5 minutes to 10 minutes, you got to go check on a dying dude. So that's what my workouts were like. I try to get my set in because I work out here, So I work out here so I could work out in my basement, go check on him, make sure he's okay. Literally, dude's in a hospital bed in my living room. All right. In a hospital bed, poles and shit and some machines around in my fucking living room. So I'm fucking training 5-10 minutes, try to get a few sets in, right? Then go check on him. If he needs something, guess what? That can take 5-10 minutes. So at that point, your pump's gone, your heart rate's down, and your intensity is gone because you can't focus. Focus is so fucking important for making gains. It's not reps, it's not sets, it's taxing the muscle and being able to focus. And you can't truly tax the muscle unless you're focused. And I couldn't focus for the past, at least since January. So since then, I've probably gained another 10 to 20 pounds. So my guess is because I just stopped weighing myself because I got down to, I think we were down to like 250 and then it went up to like 258 and then 255 and it just stayed right around 255. And then I'm like, fuck this. I'm not even going to weigh myself at this point. I upped my carbs to about 100 to 200 a day because it was just pointless at that point because the stress level was so high. No sleep, no intensity in the workout. It was literally pointless. That's the only time I'm going to grant you it would be fucking pointless for you to be like super strict diet because it's just like, it's pointless. Like nothing's going to happen at this point. So, whatever. So that's why we're like my guess is 270. Like I said, I haven't weighed myself. So my guess is probably like 270 or so, maybe 280. So we have to get back down to 225. I'm about out of fucking time here. Anyway, the plan is we're going to go back to extremes. Now that I can focus again, now that we can get our focus, we can get our intensity up, we have to drop this weight, right? We have to drop the weight, and it fucking sucks to work out. I was still working out 2 hours a day. I wasn't doing any cardio because there's no way you can do any kind of effective cardio for 5 minutes and then go check on somebody and your elevated heart rate is gone. And then you have to keep starting over every 5 minutes. It's fucking pointless. So no cardio was done. So that's a thing where you have to roll back in. We're going to go back to what we used to do, which if you've watched any of my old videos, I used to do insane shit about 3 hours a fucking day. So we're going to go back to that. I'm going to try to get it down to 2.5 hours. But if it's 3, then it's 3. I'm going to do whatever I have to do. We're going to cut back down on carbs, get very low carbs and very low calorie for hopefully a month. We're going to try to drop an extreme amount of weight very quickly in the most unhealthy way possible. Okay. So I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Right. And then from there, we'll build it back up. But I got to get this fucking weight off because it sucks assholes. It really fucking does. Get back down to 225. And, I personally don't even like 225. I feel too small at 225. Not a fan, but you got to get the fat off because like I'm not seeing veins hardly at all. I'm not hardly seeing any definition at all anywhere. So it just sucks to put in, like I said, 2 hours a day and you're basically seeing nothing out of it because there's no intensity. Intensity is the name of the game, man. You can do one set of each exercise and still work the muscle properly if you're seriously going to failure and you're concentrating, you have focus. It's so important to have focus. But that is where Sasquatch has been. That is all the fucking stress that we've been dealing with around here, and we're going to go back to extremes. I'm going to go back to what I know works. I'm going to go back and do what I know works, what we dropped 100 pounds with in relatively short amount of time. So it should be pretty easy to drop 30 to 40 pounds pretty quick. Back in February, I was going to start, but February he started getting bad. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm just going to stop weighing myself and I'm just going to stop really trying to keep carbs so low, Get your intensity up. If you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to gain muscle. That's the name of the game. Intensity, man. And another thing that fucking sucked, and I got like a minute left before my camera craps out on me. I fucking hurt my back 3 months ago, so I haven't been able to deadlift or squat for 3 months. And those for me, or bent over row for that matter, those for me are huge calorie burners because I would usually do a lot of sets of squats, deadlift, and bent over row. And whenever you have that taken away from you, especially, when you're going from squats to leg extensions, you're just not working the entire body with leg extensions. Yeah, you can work the quad some, but you're not getting near the calorie burn of a squat. And before, several months ago, my knees were hurting, which, I have video of me doing squats and I clearly say, don't do squats like this. Like my knees are fucked, so I can't go all the way down at this point. But now my knees are better. My back's finally getting a little bit better. So hopefully we can do actually proper workouts with focused intensity and bang that shit up, drop this fucking weight. And, next stop to abs. Next stop to Absville. Toot toot. If you're gay, you have a boyfriend, or if you're chicken, you have a boyfriend, do that. If he's got abs, pull his pants off and be like, next stop Absville. Toot toot. Just pull his penis. Toot toot.